To attract the attention of passersby, a girl stuck her arm out of a car trunk. The driver behind the car noticed something was off and immediately decided to call the police. However, upon investigation, the police discovered that the car driven by the kidnapper had fake license plates. At this point, the driver behind wanted to get a closer look at the kidnapper's appearance. Little did he know, this move made the kidnapper suspicious. As a result, the kidnapper turned the steering wheel and drove straight off the highway. The girl in the trunk then planned to seek help from passersby again through the crack. However, she found that there wasn't a single car on this road. So she took the paint from the trunk and poured it out, hoping to attract the attention of passersby. Finally, when passing through an intersection with traffic lights, a driver noticed the paint coming out of the trunk. The driver, unaware of the situation, kindly approached the kidnapper to remind him. Upon hearing the driver's reminder, the kidnapper instantly became nervous. He parked the car under an overpass and then opened the trunk to check the situation. Just as the kidnapper was about to knock the girl out again, the kind passerby suddenly came over. The passerby asked the kidnapper if he needed any help. Seeing this, the kidnapper quickly took out a screwdriver, pretending to be fixing the car, and said he could handle it and the other person didn't need to worry. After hearing this, the passerby felt it was inappropriate to ask further questions and returned to his own car. However, still feeling uneasy, he took another look and decided to make a call for help. But just as the call was about to connect, the kidnapper suddenly came over, smashed his car window, snatched his phone, and then threw it on the ground, shattering it. It was only then that the passerby realized the other person was not a good guy. Just as he was about to flee, the kidnapper knocked him out on the ground with a shovel. After dealing with the trouble at hand, the kidnapper switched to the passerby's car and continued on his way. He threw both people into the trunk. When the police arrived at the scene following the clues, they only saw an abandoned red car. At this moment, Officer Nick found some glass fragments on the ground. It turned out that these were from the medication the kidnapper accidentally broke during the earlier fight. Soon, the police successfully extracted a fingerprint from the glass fragments. Meanwhile, the kidnapper had brought the two to a gas station. Just as he stopped the car to refuel, the girl suddenly pushed open the partition between the seats, planning to crawl from the trunk into the car. However, due to the girl's great figure, she got stuck on the back seat. At this point, she saw the gas station attendant and loudly shouted for help. After seeing the girl inside the car, the attendant immediately took out a knife and threatened the kidnapper to back off. He then slowly came to the front of the car, but just as the attendant reached out to open the car door, the kidnapper suddenly pulled out the fuel nozzle and sprayed gasoline on the attendant. He then threw a lit lighter at him. In an instant, the attendant was engulfed in raging flames. Seeing this, the kidnapper quickly returned to the trunk and dragged the girl who was trying to escape back. After knocking her out with a punch, he took her to his secret base. However, just as the kidnapper picked up the girl, preparing to carry out his plan, he discovered that she actually had a hidden phone on her body, and it had been maintaining a call with someone. The kidnapper put the phone to his ear and tried to inquire about the other person's identity. However, the other party told him that they were the police and had already locked onto his location, urging him to let the girl go immediately. The name of this movie is The Call.